Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back. We're going to be going over the August 31st MLB games, to which there was 15 of them. We had one game which we're going to kick things off with that is actually a continuation play since April 11th. And then we had two other teams that were out of action, postponed. Cincinnati versus Cardinals, I think, was the game that was postponed. But yeah, we're going to jump into it. Not too much to go over before, because we can just talk about what's going on with this team, the Mets. All the drama coming out of the thumbs up, thumbs down, thumb war, whatever you want to call it, coming pretty much to a close. Baez coming out saying he could have approached it a different way, you think. This was the game that was continued from April 11th. I'm not going to go too much into it because a lot of the stats aren't going to matter, but the big story here is bottom of the ninth. The Mets are down 5-1, and they pile on 5 runs, including Baez, who scores the game-winning run after scoring on essentially a single, but he runs through the third base stoplight and just runs all the way home and basically steals the run. So I think that's the big story of this first game that they played. This one obviously went to 9, and like Stroman won out. One inning. Tyon Walker comes in there. I don't know too much here. I think because they had like Curtis, I didn't follow the story. It might have honestly started in the first inning. I don't really know. Kind of just looking at the box score, kind of looks like it did. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can do a quick check. Suspended and see. I don't know. I don't care too much about that. But let's move on. Phillies 12, Nationals 6. These are obviously the games that all went yesterday, and Phillies picking up their 4th win, maybe possible. I think it's their 4th win in a row. Washington was out 3-0 early here. Then Philly put up 2 runs in the 4th to bring it within 1, but Washington did answer right away, right after that, putting up 2 of their own, so it was 5-2. Took until the 6th inning for Philly to pile on 6 runs in this one. We see McCutchen hitting his 22nd of the season, Marching his first, and Brad Miller his 15th. So long balls live and well for the Phillies. Harper also had a 3-hit, 2 RBI night. We see Clefboom hitting his 6th for the Nationals. Matt Moore goes 3.1, 5 earned runs. Not a great outing, and they keep marching Matt Moore out there, who's still sporting a 6.49 ERA. I guess they don't have a lot of choices, but if they made the playoffs, I'm sure we will not see him. Corbin goes 5, 6 earned runs, 4 Ks in the loss, and it's a big win for the Phillies, trying to maintain some space in the race. Orioles 4, Blue Jays 2. Just going to shake my head. Blue Jays just can't get sweeps when it comes to the Orioles. The Orioles have been swept by pretty much every other team in the division, but the Jays just can't find it. They did get out to a quick lead here with Danny Jansen coming back from the IL. 6th home run of the season. We see Vladdy again hitting his 39th of the season, so he's 1 away from 40, but that's as close as they get. 3-2 at the time. The Orioles put up a 3 spot in the top of the 6th at the time and gave them a 3-1 lead, and then they had one more in the 7th. Not a whole lot to say. I guess Urias was the guy that did most of the damage in that 6th hit that led to 2 runs being scored. Ryu goes 5.2, 3 earned runs and 6 Ks. Well, Akin, he was looking good against the Blue Jays. So that changeup destroys the Blue Jays. 5 innings, pitched 1 earned, 5 Ks. And the Jays just don't know what else to say about you guys right now. Athletics 9, Tigers 3. So the Athletics are trying to find a little bit of a streak here, maintain their position in the race. They want to take that last spot away from Boston. They're coming a little bit closer. Harrison had a 3-hit multi-RBI night. Matt Chapman is the hero, pretty much. Multiple home run night for him. 23 now on the season. Canha gets up to 13. Detroit got out early in this one. Grossman hitting his 20th home run of the season. But then the A's piled on in the 3rd. He put up 3 runs, 3 more in the 5th. And then quite a few insurance runs late in the game. They don't really have to worry once they get those 3 in the 5th. They pretty much cruise from there on out. Skubal goes 5, 6 around 6 Ks, getting beat around by them. in that fifth inning. Irvin goes 4.2, 3 earned runs, and giving up 3 homers. So that was pretty much the one downside to Irvin last night. But they just come out of it with a big win, much needed for them down the stretch. Rays 8, Red Sox 5, and while the Red Sox got out immediately to a lead, 1-0, it wasn't enough. Tampa Bay answered back with 1 in the second and then piled on 6 in that third inning. The solo shot for them comes from Rosarina in that second inning that tied it up before they just piled it on in that third inning, and they didn't have to look back. Boston did put up a few runs late in this game to make it the score somewhat interesting, but it was far too late. They see Kyle Schwarber hit his 28th of the season. Peacock goes 2.1, 5 earned runs. Just a rough outing, and it looks like, I'm pretty sure it's his debut on the season. Not good, not what they want to see. Yarborough goes 6, 2 earned runs, 3 Ks, giving up that 1 home run, and that's all they wrote for Boston. Mets 3, Marlins 1. So after making up the rest of that one game, they play a 7-inning game, and the Mets take another one. Doesn't matter too much. These guys aren't playing for much. I don't think the Mets at this rate can come back, but who knows? September is full of magical things, so I guess it's possible. 3 runs for the Mets in the fourth. Conforto hits a 2-run shot. Marlins get 1 in the fifth, but that's pretty much all they got going for them. Cabrera goes 4, 3 earned runs, 2 Ks, giving up that home run, and Williams goes 4.1. No earned runs, 4 Ks in the win for the Mets. Texas 4, Rockies 3. Not a whole lot to say. These guys obviously not playing for a whole lot. Rockies continue to pretty much generate most of the runs off home runs, and that's what happened. They put up 1 in the third when Hilliard hits his 9th, CJ Cron his 25th, and McMahon his 20th. All solo shots, 2 of them coming in that 7th inning. Texas had home runs of their own. Nate Lowe 14th, Tavares hits his 2nd. But they just put up 1 run in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th to take a 4-1 lead, and they didn't have to look back. They saw a good performance from Lyles, who went 6.23 earned runs, 7 Ks, and on the other side, Gomber. Not a great one. 6 walks on this one, 4 innings and 4 earned runs, giving up a couple of home runs. The walks definitely didn't hurt him because the 2 home runs are only solo shots, but not great. Indians 7, Royals 2, another interdivision matchup that doesn't mean a whole lot. Indians are now 1 game above 500. They got out to 1-0 lead in that first inning off a Rosario home run. He got up to 10 on the season because he also hit a 2nd one in the game. Bradley hits his 12th. These guys, they pretty much got out to that lead early. They added a couple in the 5th, and then they just piled more on later in the game. Kansas City did not get on the board until at the bottom of the 9th. Where we see Santana and Benintendi hit some RBIs home. Eunice goes 4.23 earned runs, 6 Ks in the loss. And Plesac, 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 7 Ks. He's had now a back-to-back starts that were pretty good. But again, the games don't mean much, so they're just playing for themselves a lot right now. Cubs 3, Twins 1, just another case of that. They exchange runs in the first. Schwindler hits his 7th home run in that first for the Cubs, and then the Twins generate 1 run. And that's pretty much it. The Twins are blank the rest of the way, while the Cubs generate a couple of runs. Cheerios had a triple in there, 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 8th, make the Cubs win 3-1. Zach Davies goes 4.1, 1 around 3 Ks. Short outing for him, looking all right. And Gaunt for the Twins, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs and 5 Ks, giving up 1 of those home runs. Good outing for Gaunt, not too bad. White Sox 4, Pirates 2. White Sox got out 1 run here when Grandal hits his 18th of the season in that 2nd inning. They had another solo shot from Abreu in the 3rd, and then Pirates tie it up in the 5th by generating a couple of runs of their own. White Sox answer back immediately in the 6th inning with a couple of runs. Again, generated. Grandal seems to be guilty of 1 of the RBI. Oh no, that was the solo shot. So it was Goodwin and Garcia hitting RBIs home. Bryce Wilson goes 5, 4 earned runs, 1 K, giving up multiple home runs. And Giolito goes 4.1, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. For a short outing for him, they yanked him when he started giving up runs in that 5th inning. But they get the win. So the White Sox they don't really need the wins, but it's nice for them to see here. Angels 6, Yankees 4. Rough little outing for the Yankees here. They had a chance to really cement their lead with a couple of teams losing, specifically the Red Sox. But now the A's won, the Mariners won, the Jays are pretty much out. So it's down to pretty much a 4-team race now. The Yankees got out quick. Not quick, they were out first in the 4th before the Angels piled on 3. And then they brought it within 1 in the 5th, and the Angels piled on another 3. So the Yankees' 2 runs there were solo shots. Rizzo his 18th, and Sanchez his 18th as well. But in that 4th inning, 3-run shot for Walsh gives the Angels a 3-1 lead, and then, like I said, they pile on 3 more. Yankees put on 2 late in the game. It doesn't matter too much. They're down a boatload. They did out-hit the Angels, but 10-6. But for the most part, they grounded in, I think it was 5 or 6 double plays, which was not great. It's not going to be great. You're going to lose. Good story here. Ohtani stole home. So if you haven't seen that highlight, make sure you check that out. Taillon goes 4.26 earned runs, 6 Ks. Barria 4.1, 2 earned runs, 2 Ks, and then no decision. The bullpen's going to come in there for the Angels and close the door the rest of the way. Padres 3, Diamondbacks 0, and the story here, Blake Snell. We'll go down to him. He went 7 innings pitched, no earned runs, striking out 10. He had a no-hitter going, 107 pitches into the 7th, so that's why they didn't send him out for the 8th, and it's not going to get a chance at the no-hitter. He didn't go out for the 8th. Zach Gallen on the other side goes 6 3 runs, 4 Ks, giving up 1 home run, which went to Manny Machado. 2-run shot coming in that 5th, which gave them a quick lead, or not, I keep saying quick lead, but not a quick lead. Gave them the lead, 2-0 at the time, and they add 1 more in the 6th, and they don't have to look back. Brewers 6, Giants 2. It's happening, people. The Giants are losing a hold on their division, and it's coming at the hand of the Central. The National League Central leading Brewers were offensively gifted today. 2 runs in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and another 1 in the 4th. They get all 6 runs in those first 4 innings. We see Lorenzo Cain hitting a solo shot, the only home run they needed in that 2nd inning, off of Cueto. Cueto did not have a great outing. 3.26 earned runs, giving up that 1 home run. Brandon Woodruff on the other side, answering for Corbin Burns' great outing yesterday. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. You're getting a preview of what Milwaukee's going to be about in the playoffs while they're playing the Giants here. They sent out Burns yesterday, Woodruff today, and they're going to send out their others for the Game 3. But yeah, the offense is there. They're definitely in a position to be one of the best teams in the National League. Mariners 4, Astros 0. There isn't a whole lot of offense in this game until that 8th inning, where it's Abraham Toro coming up with the bases loaded, and he's facing Kendall Graveman. The story here, of course, is that the Mariners traded Graveman and got Toro in return. There was a lot of debate about what the heck were they thinking, and that they made a mistake, blah, 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 but it turns out they didn't. Toro goes up there, hits a grand slam, and sends his team to victory against the pitcher that they traded away. Inside man, maybe. But McCullers goes 5, 0 earned runs, 3 Ks, and Kikuchi goes 7, 0 earned runs, 4 Ks. Both of those guys getting the no decision because it's late in the game. That grand slam comes and lifts the Mariners to a much-needed win, and sure enough, they're sticking around. They are not going away quietly, that's for sure. Dodgers 3, Braves 2, and the Braves were trying to play hero for the Giants, but they could not hold the Dodgers off. And I think that brings the Dodgers to half a game out of the Giants now for the division lead. The Giants have been holding on to it all season long, and they've been playing amazing baseball, but the Dodgers are here now. Braves were out 2-1 about halfway through. And then we see in the 7th inning, Dodgers put up 1 and another 1 in the 8th to take a 1-run lead. And Kenley Jensen goes in there and saves it. His 30th of the season. We see Pedersen hit his 16th home run of the season and Betts his 19th. Both those coming early in the game. Charlie Morton goes 6, 1 earned run, and 8 Ks. While Walker Buehler goes 7, 2 earned runs and 5 Ks with the no decision, and the bullpen comes in and gets it done for the Dodgers. And there you have it. 15 games from yesterday, August 31st. Lots of action, and the wild card race definitely heating up across both sides of it. And we see the Dodgers pull within half a game of the Giants. So when's that going to switch? It might be by the end of the weekend. We will see. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you guys for the next video. Peace out.